Ladies and gentlemen, this presentation of the 4-Wide Sim League is brought to you by Big Bob's Belly Button Lint Museum, the official lint supplier of the 4-Wide Simulation League, and Frank's official fake IDs. When you need to drive, we've got you covered.
Talladega Super Speedway, the home of race number 8 in the 4-Wide Sim League Season 2. We've got a good one ahead of us here. Ricky Who's What's It's alongside Jeremiah Muff welcoming you to yet another fantastic race in the 4-Wide Sim League. Jeremiah, how are you feeling today?
Ricky, I am feeling fantastic. There's nothing that I'd rather be doing right now than watching these cars go fast on this one racetrack. I'm super pumped for it. And hey, it's only been 1 week since the last race, right?
That is true.
Let's get it going again.
One short week ago, Jay Bumberdick took home his second win of the season at Charlotte Motor Speedway, fending off Atlas Peabody in that 17 car, 2 Chevrolets duking it out at the very end. It was a good one. And the big story on everyone's mind today is Toyota still has not gotten a win in the 4-Wide Sim League. Their man, Big Chungus, will lead the field to green today in that 22 Reddit Toyota. Is this his opportunity to secure a win for Toyota in the second season of the 4-Wide Sim League?
Well, judging based off of the last 7 races and Big Chungus' performance, I would say no. But of course, I am not a betting man, and you should not trust my word. So, who knows? Maybe we'll see it today.
Never have trusted your word since we began here, Jeremiah. Let's get a look into the current point standings and where everybody sits. Big Chungus, of course, sitting, if I just had this up and ready like I should have, Big Chungus sitting in the 28th spot, currently 57 points behind Phoenix Raven Daddy Issue for that playoff spot. We should really quickly go over once more how playoffs are going to work in this season. If you win, you are in. So if you take a look at the standings that we have in the Discord server, you will see that as of right now, Nelson Cox and Atlas Peabody both have wins. They are both currently sitting outside of the top 16, meaning that as long as they stay within the top 25 in points, they will earn a spot in the playoffs for the second season of the 4-Wide Sim League, which would mean that as of right now, if the playoffs started today, Red Pikmin and Phoenix Raven Daddy Issue, 15 and 16 in points, would be eliminated and they would not advance into the next round of playoffs, meaning Nelson Cox and Atlas Peabody would. So important to note, I got to stay on everyone's mind that as long as you are in top 25 in points and you have a win, you are in. So very important here for Big Chungus, who's, like I said, currently sitting 57 points out of the top 16. Important for him to have a bounce back day. He picked up the pole. He's going to pick up those points. So we'll see what kind of day he has ahead of him here.
And Ricky, now let's just go backpedal a little bit. And for those viewers who may not totally remember how we're being how the point system all works. So just in the most basic of points, right? If you finish first, you get 50 points. Second place gets 45, and then that goes all the way down to 15 for the 32nd spot. We have accolade points that are given to drivers that do specific things, right? If you're the pole winner, you get five extra points. Fastest lap, 5 extra points. Biggest mover, 6 extra points. Stage winners get 5 extra points as well. So drivers can get more than one accolade. They can get more than one bonus thing per race. But it's important to note here that we've only got this race plus 3 more races before the playoffs start, right? And we get into our round of 16. It's really important for these guys down at the bottom of the standings to start making these races count, because they're going to need those points. If they're already down, where Big Chungus is, right? P28, he's down 57 points from just barely scraping into the top 16. He's got to make it. These next races, they matter.
And you know who should be hearing that especially, Jeremiah?
Please do tell me.
That 99 of Quandale Dingle Jr., currently sitting 99 points out of the top 16. Let's talk a little bit about how his season has gone so far. Mediocre, to say the least.
Mediocre is the best way to put it, I'd say.
Now, as we take a look at where he's placed over the past couple of races, beginning with Daytona, he finished 31st after, I believe it was a DNF about midway through that one. 31st at Daytona. We went on to the Auto Club where he finished, oh, could you guess, Jeremiah? Another 31st. Just a
Wow.
poor running there. Then we went on to Las Vegas. Where do you think he placed at Las Vegas, Jeremiah? Because I'll tell you right now. Was it 31st, Jeremiah?
It was 32nd.
It was
actually.
32nd, so even worse.
Yeah.
So not even in the top 30 in those first three. We went on to the Roval, where he placed 31st, so still not moving the needle at all. Then we went on to Phoenix Raceway, where he was able to muster a top 20, finishing in the 20th spot. So, pretty good for his standards, I'd say. At Bristol, he had a fast car at Bristol. He led and he won that initial first stage at Bristol. Managed to place in the 11th spot. So a little bit of momentum gaining for the 99. Heading into Charlotte, where he DNF'd and placed 32nd. So back 99 points out of playoffs. He needs a win. That's just
Ricky,
that's the only way he can do it.
It's super important to note too. I mean, he's wrecked 4 out of these 7 races. Right? He was one of the first cars to be off of the track at Daytona, at Vegas, at the Roval, at Charlotte. He's had a very, very rough go about it these past 7 weeks. Just keeping his car running. He can't do it.
He's been wrapped up in a lot of bad wrecks, although thankfully, what is he known for, Jeremiah? And where are we today?
Pissing on other people
and pissing away money at the casinos.
Yep.
He's a super speedway guy, and luckily for him, Talladega Super Speedway. Did I say super speedway or did I say speedway? I don't remember.
Super speedway. I don't know.
I think I said speedway at first. Either way, he is a super speedway guy heading into a super speedway at Talladega. He's rolling off right now in the 23rd spot. Not a great qualifying session for him, but hopefully he can make his way to the front and battle for a lead. And the most important thing for Quandale Dingle, what he does not want to do, Junior that is wreck that 99. So
You can't do it.
An interesting story there.
Yeah, speaking of what Dingle Jr. is good at here, and talking about super speedway Sunoco's super speedways, let's talk about the Sunoco Super 7 Sunoco.
Wait a minute. Do you mean the Sunoco Go Super 7? Sunoco sponsored by Sunoco Go. Fuel up your Sunoco Go gas tank with Sunoco Go fuel so you can Sunoco Go wherever you'd like.
Presented in part by Garage 84 and the 4 White Statistics Commission. Yeah, that's the one. So let's do it. Big Chungus in the 22 car. Yeah, he's our top contender for being the guy for super speedways. Top 3 here we go is Big Chungus, Thomas, and Dingle Jr. These are guys that are known for just being monsters on the track for these tracks, but they haven't competed. They really haven't done well so far. The bottom 7 or the bottom 4 here: Dick McCocklebutter, Chad Ripshit in that 69, David Mahan in that 78, and Mac Tonight rounding it off in that number 3 car. Those are big names to look out for here on super speedways.
And we should have a great race today. The weather's looking nice down in Alabama. The Heritage 350, fantastic name for this race. We're going to look back at some of the best memories of the Civil War today, Robert E. Lee, and everything that he did for this great country. There's no doubt that he's an American hero, let me just say.
I think we can make an argument that all of these drivers out on this track today are all American heroes.
That is true, except for the 48 of Soupy Trousers. He is a dirty Frenchman and should be pushed back to the cesspool to where he came from.
I couldn't agree more, Ricky.
Well, live chat, drop in who you think is going to get the win today at Talladega. Once again, I will not be starting this race until I see at least one message. Which manufacturer is going to take it home today? Will Toyota take home their first win in 4-wide history? Or will Chevrolet and Ford continue to dominate so far in Season 2? Come on, chat. Let's go, chat! Yeah.
While we're waiting for this chat response, we'll introduce another sponsor for today's race, Captain Crunch's Dental Clinic. Because when you lose your teeth, we'll put them back in for you.
They do that?
You ever lost a tooth, Ricky?
No,
Yeah, you ever lost a tooth?
I've never lost. I've chipped a tooth one time trying to shotgun a twisted tea that was thrown directly at my skull at a tailgate, and I went to bite into it, and my teeth chipped.
That might have been me. I may have thrown that.
I woke up in a daze, and I tried shotgunning. My tooth was chipped, and that was the end of that.
Well, you know what they say
I don't.
about chipping teeth and drinking.
What do they say about chipping teeth and drinking?
Typically, it's just because of, a certain type of alcohol. The one that's pink.
You lost me there.
Pink Whitney. Yeah, they're normally the ones that do it. Yep, they're normally the ones that do it. So
spitting chiclets has never been easier with Pink Whitney. Get your own handle of Pink Whitney today, and act like a stupid kid in college. God, I hate those days. That sucked. That really sucked. I thought I was a shit drinking that, by the way. Dude, it was awesome.
I felt like the shit, and then felt like shit.
I woke up in the woods one day after a night of Pink Whitney.
I lost my shoes. I don't know where they went.
That's not even a fucking joke. We like to joke around here on the 4 Wide Network, but
we're just having a good time, guys.
Yeah, no.
And just in case anybody's joining the chat now, calc is short for calculator. It's just I'm using slang, guys.
You're using slang. Sigma Alpha grind set. I think, I don't think chat's going to be alive today. I think the 4 Wide Sim League is dying, but that's not going to stop us from having fun up here in the booth, Jeremiah.
I will still open my can of beer and drink it while I watch these cars drive around.
God bless America. Yeah, it's the owner of the 64 and the 44. Welcome to the chat room. I don't even think we have a name for you canonically, but I mean, unless you want to drop it in right now, that'd be cool.
We've definitely spoken to him.
We've never gotten a name from him.
I don't know if we have.
He's glad to be here, though. Do you think? Should we do an interview?
It's Mr. E. Should we interview Mr. E?
Mr. E, do you want to hop in for a quick interview?
Hold on. Hey, can we No. She's working on it.
Can you fucking go make her do her job, please?
We don't have his phone.
Get his phone, dude.
We don't have his phone number. Oh, he changed it.
Okay.
For embezzlement of funds.
Embezzlement of funds.
Interesting.
Hold on. Do you hear that? Oh, he's here. Yeah. Bring him in. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Bring. Mr.
E.
Mr. E.
Hello?
Mr. E. How's it going? Welcome to the booth.
It's glad to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course. Have you gotten the chance to talk to either of your drivers before the race?
No.
Oh.
I don't know them.
What?
It's all a mystery, as it were.
Mr. E.
Mystery.
Interesting.
I'm so mad that I just got that. Mr. E, both of your drivers right now, let me just make sure this is factual, what I'm about to say. So the 44 of Nelson Cox, he won at Daytona.
He won the first one of season 2, isn't that right?
Yeah, he won at Daytona.
Yeah,
did you see that, or were you there? Or?
I was there for that. No, sorry. I was there obviously on the sidelines watching him. That was the first I've even seen of the guy. I didn't meet him before. Some guy told me that wasn't his real name, but I didn't believe him because there's no way it's Kelson Knox. Like that just doesn't that doesn't So but he did it, and I watched him do it on the sidelines, and I was proud.
So can you? Sorry, go ahead, Jeremiah. My question,
Mr. E, I have something that I've been interested in asking you. So this Nelson Cox, right? He qualifying. He's not looking too hot recently. He's actually
He
been
is-
on the decline since
He's been on
since
the
week
decline.
2. So
But
he qualified 13th for the
Mhm.
first race of the season, right?
Mhm.
Then he goes from 3rd to 4th to 8th to 12th, down to 19th. And now last week, down to the 25th spot. Are you guys just like trying to breed underdogs here? Was this a strategy? What is the plan? Why is he doing this?
So, yeah, it was a bit of we call ourselves the underdog kennel, actually.
Oh,
Underdog kennel.
The underdog kennel. Yeah, we you know, we fly under the radar a lot of the times, and we, you know, we come up. It's a lot of the time. It really is just like we pick guys based on their stats. Like I never met this guy before the first race, and then boom, he just wins. Like that's the thing. No one expects him to, and then, like half the time, like yeah, it's kind of like okay, that's kind of disappointing. It's anticlimactic, but in this case, I'm so proud of him. So proud of him. He did me so good. Did me so good.
He
a
is
surprising
rolling off
strategy
10th
there.
today.
Pulling off 10th. Yeah. I mean, it's a marked increase since last time. You know, he got a bit as far as I understand it, he got a bit, you know, overzealous from his first win. He was just like, "Oh, I'm just going to own these guys," and you know how it goes.
I see.
So
Possibly a confidence issue here.
Overconfident. Yeah.
I see.
But
can you
sometimes that works on the track.
Can you just quickly get
As we
into
speak.
before we get into this race, of course? Can you just quickly get
Yeah.
into how you got into owning both of these cars and kind of what that story is, or did it just kind of happen one day?
Yeah, I can. I there's not much I'm actually like. There's not much I'm allowed to speak on air about it.
Oh,
But
because it's a mystery.
it's
Intern,
yeah,
did
it's
you write that down?
mystery
Funny one.
as
Did you write that down?
God.
What can you tell us?
I can tell you this much, that Nelson Cox is what can I tell you about it?
I heard once that
It's, you know, it's just
he was a stowaway on a ship from somewhere far away. Is this true?
partially true. Partially true. The ship was may or may not have been the Maryland.
What?
Yeah. And Pringles, Mr. That's all I'm allowed to say on Nelson. That's all I even know about the guy, really. That's all he's told me. That's all we've ever talked about, is that he was just that. I don't know. But Mr. Pringles, he's an interesting case. He's an interesting case because I actually did meet Mr. Pringles once before, and he actually didn't want to be here at first. But the reason I brought him here was because I watched him do a street race one time, which was incredible, and he won just so well. Told me he wasn't actually driving the car.
Whoa.
Told me he something like took over the wheel and the car drove itself. But I mean, it's the same car on the track today, so you know, hopefully
Interesting backstories here
Yeah.
for the 64 car and the 44. Mr. E, thank you for joining us in the booth.
Mr.
course.
E, I do have one request.
one request. Of
Do,
course.
would you mind taking the honor of saying the most famous words in motorsports before we go down to the track here? I hope you know what those famous words are. If you don't, I can tell you and then you can say it, but it would be cooler if you knew what they were. It's like when they start, usually they have a person saying na 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 to, you know.
He's got it. He's got it. You can do it.
Kevin James like did it one time. And he's like, I just have 3 things to say. He said, God bless our troops, God bless America, and then he said what I want you to say.
Oh, I got it. And they're off.
Mr. E, you couldn't have said it any better.
Woo,
Let's get off.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get off.
Mystery, I hope you enjoy the race. Good
I'll
luck
be-
to
I'll
you
be there.
and your
Yeah.
gentleman today.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. We hope to
Of
speak with
course.
you. Speak with you soon.
Anytime. Absolutely.
Thank you, Mystery. What a great guy.
Love that guy.
Although
Never met him before.
He didn't say what I wanted him to say.
Well,
so maybe
you can
could
do the
say...
honors.
No. I couldn't possibly. You.
Oh, what? Would you like
Please.
me to say it?
I would.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
So if you're lonely, you know I'm here waiting for you. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot away from you. And if you leave here, you leave me broken, shattered and alive. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot, then we can die. I say, don't you know? You say you don't know. I say, take me out. I say you don't show. Don't move, time slow. I say, take me out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talladega Super Speedway for race number 8 in Season 2 of the 4 Wide Sim League. Ricky Who's the What's It's alongside Jeremiah Muff, welcoming you to another good one. Jeremiah, 14 ear infections this week, huh?
How did you know about that?
You know, we always know, Jeremiah. How are your ears?
They're falling off of my head. I can barely hear anything, but it's a miracle that I'm even here right now.
Wow, Jeremiah. Very impressive that you are still on this earth. Talladega Super Speedway, the home of this one. Last year, Chad Ripshit took home the trophy in a race that was cut short by the announcers. What was Subway and Jimmy John, where the fuck his name is?
Dick McFucklewood.
Whatever the fuck. They cut away twice to go to commercial, and they also cut the race down short. We won't be doing that today, Jeremiah. We're going to be watching this thing from beginning to end. We are in for a treat. Are you excited, or are you excited?
I'm going to pee my pants excited.
You know, that reminds me of when I peed my pants back in the 5th grade play, middle school play, elementary school play, whatever that was. I was playing the lion in the Yellow Brick Road, or whatever the fuck that story is. Here's the qualifying for Talladega one more time. Big Chungus, your pole winner. Charles Norris starting to his right. Julius Boozler and Crandall Varhongaruga make up row 2. Waffle in the 00, and Andy Tate in the 75 are row 3. Jeremiah, what else should we be looking for today?
Look at Jay Bumberdick down there in row 16. What happened here after he was so confident with his, pre-race interview?
Yeah, definitely a bad start for him and the 5 of Buckaloo starting in the rear. Super Speedways, maybe not their thing. Talladega, or Daytona rather, they didn't do too hot. I think they placed outside the top 15, both of them, so we'll have to see if they're able to bring it back a little bit here at Talladega. With that, the pace car is going to take us around for our inaugural pace lap here. Chungus and Norris will lead the field to green in just moments. 4 Wide fans have been waiting for this one. Even though it's just been one short week, we are glad to have you with us here at the 4 Wide Network, and we are excited to bring you this presentation of the Heritage 350 at Talladega.
We just have the most dedicated fans. We know that every single week they're looking on their TVs ready to watch these races.
And what else would you rather be doing right now, Jeremiah? I will answer that for you. Nothing.
Stroking,
Oh.
yeah, nothing.
You know what I heard, Jeremiah?
What did you hear, Ricky?
I heard that Bateman Motorsports and Chevrolet might be parting ways in the future.
Really?
Yeah, I heard that Chevrolet and Bateman have just been going on contract talks. It hasn't been going well for either side. So right now, it's
Interesting.
not looking good.
Well, a little bit of a shakeup here in the makeup of which makes and models are actually represented here in the 4-wide Sim League would be pretty cool.
I think Chevrolet is the leading man. No, actually, I think it's pretty even among all four, except for Dodge. Dodge, I think there's 4 Dodges. I think there's
We don't have many Toyotas, do we?
no. I think a lot of the field. I think it's like 30, 30, 30, 10. That pace car is going to take that hard left turn onto pit road in mere moments as we get ready for the Heritage 350 at Talladega. Oh, Lord above. I just clicked. That pace car will take a hard left turn onto pit road. That 4-wide Dodge Camry pace car. And as these drivers go on that long front curve away, it will be Chungus. It will be Norris. 4-wide fans have been longing to hear it. We are green at Talladega Superspeedway.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, right off with a rip here, we are getting started this beautiful day. It's a cloudless sky. The birds are chirping and the engines are roaring.
Chungus will take the initial lead into 1 and 2 as Norris will fall back a few spots. Ladies and gentlemen, if you notice, we have 4 Cracker Barrel schemes on the track today. The 95 of Julius Boozler, the 44 of Nelson Cox, the 23 of Lola Havana, and the 49 of Crandall Barhungaruga, all sporting the same Cracker Barrel scheme in today's race. What's so funny?
I just wonder what, why did they do that? It's cool. It's
Cracker
a good
Barrel,
scheme.
bro. I don't know.
Cracker Barrel. Yeah, I don't.
You're weird, man.
Yeah, sometimes.
Here's Waffle
Anyways.
to the inside of it. So it's hard to decipher which one's which now. I don't know. I think it's Julius Boozler. He's going to the inside of Boozler as Chungus will lead the first lap here at Talladega.
Yeah, that was. Oh, we're 4 wide here
4 wide in the back.
already.
That'll be Richard McCocklebutter getting all the way up. Andy
Looks like
Tate
he's
behind him.
Jumped off into the back. Who's up in the front here? We see Mac tonight trying to make a move, still on that inside next to Julius Pringle.
Contact
AP body,
between the
maybe rubbing some
17
paint.
and the 64 there. I don't know if you saw that.
I
A little bit
did.
of rubbing racing. 3 wide, 4 wide in the back still.
Mohammed Ghazawi making his name right up in the front here. Taking that inside, followed by Thomas in the 29. Thomas looking to make that inside move here, following closely behind Julius Boozler, or what I can imagine is Julius Boozler.
That is Julius the Boozler. At least I believe it is. Yes, it is. That 95 Cracker Barrel scheme. They're looking good out there, the 4 of them.
Look at this, David Mahan pulling up shortly, closely behind Big Chungus here, the teammates of African Swamp Donkey Racing. That would be interesting to see these two helping each other out. They both need the help for sure.
There goes David Lowe.
Big Chungus wants this spot. He needs help from Mahan here.
4 wide in the back still. As David Mahan is going to push his teammate into the tri-oval. He's going to lose a spot to Potato in the 11. Quandale Dingle Jr. in the 99 following suit with Soupy Trousers. There's some Quandale Dingle Racing teammates out in the front.
Yeah, they actually qualified pretty good today, Ricky. They were, right in the middle of the pack here, so.
There's the 9 of Jay Bumberdick sporting that Wonder Bread number 9. His teammate Malcolm Buckaloo in the number 5 Old Spice car, throwing it back to Ricky Bobby and Talladega Nights. Good looking schemes there. Maybe they can link up and at some point.
A great throwback there. You love to see it.
Whoa! The 12 of Ghazawi! Up and over! Oh my goodness! And more trouble
Wow.
down the track.
Carnage here. Already in lap 4. We couldn't keep it close. We couldn't keep it clean.
4 laps in. Damage for the 49. I believe the 5, the 60, or the the 42 wrapped up in that one as well. The 20 wrapped up. Wow.
What is going on here? We've got some.
I believe the 29 has some pretty bad damage.
Oh, it looks like it. It's going to stay off the field here.
First 4-wide caution of the day sends Mohammad Ghazawi up and over. Let's take a peek. Yeah, it looks like it was the
Wow.
44 of Nelson Cox pushing the 3 into the 12. He's going to go up and over, and it looks to be over until he hits the grass, and there he goes. Oh, my, very reminiscent to the death of Quandale Dingle.
I was going to say we've seen that before. Oof.
Just
That
gets
looked pretty
pinched.
violent.
No trouble for this 0-0. Here's the 3. Oh,
We can't even tell whose car that was.
up and over.
Well, one of the 4 menaces out here.
Let's take a look at what happened a little bit later as everyone's slowing down for the caution. Wow.
Oh,
Wow. More carnage as the field slows down trying to get into single file formation for the pace car.
and Ricky, did you see that? Did you see another Cracker Barrel car making contact and causing a scene?
Can we get another view? Thank you. Perfect. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Yeah, the 23 pushes the 69 into the 99.
Oof.
Wow.
Carnage in the backfield. That's hard to watch.
And I'm getting word now from the oh, here's a good view right here. We got the 12 up and over. And then even still, as we slow down to reach pace speed, we got trouble. The 99 spins. Carnage at, I almost said Daytona. Talladega! 4 laps in. We already have trouble. I'm getting word from the 27 team, rather. After that little skirmish, they have unfixable damage. They will not be returning to the field for this restart. That is the 27 of Isaac Newton, who currently sits 13th in points. He's been having great runs recently. That Toyota, that extra tough Toyota. He will be...
Yeah, that's really unfortunate here for, Cockelbacher Racing, because while the brothers are doing great, Isaac Newton, a relatively recent pickup for the team, we would have hoped to see more out of him. So that's really unfortunate for Cockelbacher Racing here before the race even got started to have one of their teammates thrown out.
Pit road is open. It looks like most of these drivers are going to take one set of tires and some gas. Right side tires and gas for most of the field here.
So now, Ricky, here's my question. You're Big Chungus in the middle or the front of the pack. This yellow comes as you're just about to meet up with your teammate in racing 1 and 2. I mean, what's going through your head at this point?
Big Chungus, like we said, sitting 28th in points. He's really looking for a good run today. Obviously, he picked up the pole. That will help, but he really needs to finish this race strong. He had David Mahan coming up behind him. It looks like they're just going to have to try it again and see if they can link up. It's an unfortunate caution. They did not get wrapped up in the skirmish after the flip, so that is good news. They should still be towards the front, unless David Mahan did receive damage. I don't believe he did. He is currently 5th right now, so they just got to see if they can link up again. It's an unfortunate circumstance. You got to roll with it here.
Yep. Well, all these cars now back out on the field. I'm not entirely sure how many are off of the field permanently for the rest of the race, but we see the 22 up in the front there. David Mahan as well, just behind him. Phoenix Raven Daddy issue popping up to the front all of a sudden.
It's a great pit. I don't think.
Followed by
Oh no, it was a
Soupy
great
Trousers.
pit stop for him for Phoenix.
Them.
Fucking fuck! I'm getting
Anyways,
canceled. Shit.
Bigot. Yep, the McCocklebutter brothers back there. We see Craps McGee, I believe, just behind Andy Tate.
DNFs
Cracker Barrel cars.
are Isaac, Thomas, and Mohammad Ghazawi. Your
Oh.
3 DNFs.
Well,
In the meantime,
that's-
Chungus and Tato will lead the field back to green as we are racing once more at Talladega.
Some aggressive racing here right off the start of these green flags. I mean, we see the pack fan out immediately.
Great jump
As they
for
get up to speed.
Potato as he will assume the lead over the 22. David Mahan is one car away from his teammate, the 99 of Quandale Dingle, who also needs an excellent run here. There goes David to the inside.
Well, we
what
see.
he
I
can
think.
do.
I think the two teammates back there for South Chicago Packing Company Racing, both Vinny Jim Pertins and Chad Ripshit, I think we're right next to each other.
There they are, yep.
Yep, there they are. Chad, of course, leading right in front of Dick. A troublesome duo there.
Here's Dingle to the inside.
Little
Whoa.
shot of the pace car there. That was nice.
That was nice. It's always good to look at that thing.
Yeah, I like that thing. Good
Here's
colors on that one.
Jay Bumperdick rearing his head for the first time after coming all the way back from starting 31st. He's going to give a push to the 99 and take that second spot away. It looks like the 22 of Chungus. Down the back straightaway, the 99 and the 22. There's Dick to the inside. See if he can pick up some spots today. Dick and Rich, it's an interesting circumstance for them because even though neither of them have a win this year, they are both sitting pretty at 5 and 6 in the standings.
It just seems the two of them were just meant to be brothers. Even on the standings sheet, I mean, they can't get away from being right next to each other. It's incredible.
As Dick will continue to move his way up. His brother is... Whoa! Something happened to the 23 there. Uh-oh, this could be trouble.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God. Hold on to it. The 23 goes
They've
wide.
got to make it back here.
Come on, Lola.
Unless they want to be dumped here. 23
She's good.
gets back in scot-free.
Scary moment for Lola Havana there. She saves it, and she rejoins the pack. She will lose spots, but it is better than wrecking. Here's Jay
Now-
Bumperdick to the lead.
I'm going to say it here, Ricky. You know, these races, the most important thing is to stay out of trouble. For these last couple, 3 more races after Talladega here, people just need to not DNF. We can't have wrecks. They need to be able to just race efficiently and consistently to get into the playoffs.
At times at these super speedways, it turns into a demolition derby as we see the 5 car try and join with his teammate. There's Ricky Bobby and Cal Naughton Jr. At Talladega, can he get ahead of the 22 and give his teammate a push? Little shake and bake. Here it comes, folks. Down the back straightaway. If he could only reach that back bumper. Ricky
There's
Bobby
Julius
leads.
Pringle.
There is Julius Pringle.
And the 75 of Andy Tate. Look at that.
He is sitting.
Vinny Jim Pertins, Chad
25th.
Ripshit.
Some names we haven't heard much of so far this season, as Ricky Bobby and Cal Naughton will take the high lane and lose a few spots here. A little bit of shaking and baking, but not enough to take the lead.
Is that your favorite movie, Ricky?
It's a good movie. If you like Big Red?
Yeah.
If you don't chew Big Red, fuck you. It's
I
one of my
prefer alcohol.
favorite parts. What?
Nothing.
Potater in the 11 is staying up front. He's doing a good job as Phoenix Raven Daddy Issue will take second spot. They will fall off a little bit here.
Oh,
As-
good catch.
There's Charles Norris in the 7. We're getting some good racing here. And you know the guy who I want to see succeed in the 4-wide sim league?
Let's hear it, Ricky.
Waffle, the original
Waffle.
gangster in that 00. I want him to pick up a win so bad.
Well, we've seen Charles Norris here. Look at that 7, right? He's been qualifying so well over these past 7 weeks and has yet to really have it come to fruition. I want to see him actually finish some of these races strong.
I think he won last year at Indianapolis, so at least he has that first win under his belt. He is due, I believe, in Season 2. I believe he's qualified outside of the top 10 only once so far in these 8 races.
That's correct, yeah. He is currently sitting in P4. So while, again, just like the McCocklebutter brothers, right, he hasn't had a win so far this season, but it's paying off for him.
As we take a look at the field, let's see where Big Chungus currently lies. He has fallen back a few spaces here. Maybe he can get the ball rolling a little bit more and get back to the front to assist his teammate, David Mahan, as Potato continues to lead here at Talladega, 15 laps in.
Well, we see the big, the bad, the ugly AP body showing up there right in the front of the pack again, so
Where is
we know what the
Crandall
viewers are saying.
Oh, you know what? I think Crandall... Oh, no, that was Nelson Cox. Crandall is still in the pack. Nelson Cox has lost pace here after that incident with Muhammad Ghazawi. But that 99 of Quandale Dingle Jr., he knows how bad he needs this. Let's see if he can... There he is. There's Nelson Cox. Oh,
boy.
Jesus.
This is a recipe for disaster.
Oh,
here, folks.
Jesus. Please, Nelson, I beg you. God damn it.
Oh, man, he takes the inside. This is going to slow up the whole lane here. Yep. You see
Wow.
top. Craps McGee just
What a
slingshots ahead.
benefit for Craps McGee.
Oh, my goodness.
He just gained at least 10 spaces.
If I'm anyone that was leading the race there, I'm screaming on my microphone right now.
Potato was in the lead as he reached the back bumper of the 44. Look at this lead for Craps.
Wow, a miraculous change up here at this field. All of a sudden, we're getting close to stage break here too, so
That we are. So points are on the line. Potato has to fight back now if he wants those points.
coincidentally, I mean, a fantastic spot for McGee to be in. He's currently sitting a little bit back in the standings in P21. After last race, he dropped down 9 spots out of playoff contention. So if he can steal these extra points with a little stroke of luck, that'll be just what he needs.
He will take them any way he can get them, as that 00 is going to get by the 99 for second place. Like I said, man, I want nothing but the best for Wah. I feel like he deserves it the most.
Well, it's looking like Craps McGee's luck is running out here. We see the Crackle Barrel cars.
Look at that
forming
tandem
their
of Cracker
alliance.
Barrel. Look at that. Beautiful.
Craps McGee looking like he's going to get dumped out here.
That's what the
As,
draft will do for you, as you notice how far he's going to drop back, because he did not have that draft help like
Yeah,
the
that's right,
00
Ricky.
did.
The 00 here, I mean, just wow. He's got a fast car today.
Rocket ship. The moon landing was faked.
Well, that fall off of Ricky's career here is brought to you by, oh my God, what is it? What was it? Barry? Bob's bungee jumping.
What?
Hopefully it doesn't snap. I feel like that's not a great.
No.
I don't. Why would they make
don't
that
like-
their slogan?
Speaking of slogans, Moat or Shorts Motorsports, I think their slogan is "We will drive faster than you," because the 00 and the 11 are leading the pack now. Look at that from the 11 of Potato.
That's incredible.
He
I
dropped
mean,
so far back, and here he is.
These are 2 cars. I mean that we've been. They just haven't really been in the limelight so far this season. But look, Big Chungus on the inside.
There he
making
is.
His face shown again.
We are coming to the stage break here. I believe we'll have one more lap to go after this. So points are on the line. Chungus and McCockle Butter in the 84 challenging the 11 of Tato.
Well, this is big because we know Vinny Jim Pertins here following right by, well, now next to Dick McCocklebutter. If Dick wants these points, I mean, he's got to play a little bit of defensive driving. His brother is way out the pack there in the back, so.
That was
Looks
the
like-
end of the stage. I was wrong. Potato,
Nope.
the stage winner.
There you go.
Some much needed points for the 11 team. They are currently 12th in points, so I mean, any points that you can muster are points that are needed. So those extra points are going to help him boost up. Let's hope he can get a strong finish here. But Potato will win the stage at Talladega.
Potato currently P12. His teammate in P9. The both of them looking pretty good for playoffs, but like I said, it comes down to consistency for those 2.
Fantastic win by Tato for the stage. Chungus finishing second, so he fell back a good amount. Was able to take it back. Dick McCocklebutter, in 4th place. Julius Pringle finishing 5th And in third was Vinny Jim Pertins, the winner at Phoenix. Where has Chad Ripshit been?
I don't know. I mean, we saw him up front there right next to Dick for a while, but he might have fallen off.
He has not been able to grasp the lead just yet. Pit road is open. What do you think here, Jeremiah?
I would imagine most everyone hits it. Kind of surprising that we still have cars out on the field.
I believe the three of those cars, at least one of them is a lap down. A few of them are a lap down, I believe.
I see,
Nelson
okay.
Cox was one of them.
Well, Ricky, let's place our bets right now because we're known for doing this and getting them always correct. How many more laps are we going to get green?
We've been keeping it clean so far, apart from that one little mishap with Mohamed Ghazawi. I'm expecting a clean race today.
Cool. I'm going to bet under 5 laps.
You know what's interesting, Jeremiah?
Yeah.
One of those cars not to pit, the 84, did not come down pit road.
Oh. I didn't even notice. Maybe an interesting strategy here for the Kockelbacher team. It
looked like most of those adjustments were for gas. I don't think many tires were taken. So we're going to have to see if that pays off for the 84 team.
Now, a relatively... Whoa, 20... Whoa.
Yep.
25... Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. A relatively, I mean, shorter race. Is that for super speedways? 38 laps is that pretty standard?
Well, you got to think it's over 2 miles of an oval.
That's true.
2.5 miles.
You know, for these guys though, oh, look at this. Yeah, not taking that, not taking the pit. We'll see if it pays off. I would imagine that he's going to have to go in within these next 2 laps anyways. So.
Well, Chungus is going to battle the 84 for the restart. Green flag is out once more at Talladega. A little over 10 laps to go when we hit the line. Zoom in, zoom out, folks. And immediately the 22, I believe, who's on fresher tires, will take the lead over the 84.
84 looks a little slow as it is, so...
As
we'll see how this pays off.
Get up to speed here down the back straightaway. There's the 5 looking to the inside. He's got the 72 behind him. The 11 of Tato, stage winner, is out there as well. He's a little bit high on the track. Oh, he's going to get dumped here. That's unfortunate. The 5 behind the 84. He's not that slow. But he is going to be dumped by the 5. Chungus will lead another lap here at Talladega. What do you think, Jeremiah? I don't know if you just took your headset off or not. Who's your favorite for today? You think Chungus is the favorite?
Oh, actually, sorry, Ricky. I was talking to this smoking hot intern right next to me. I was being told that... I mean, yeah. Anyways, I was being told that the owner for Mohamed Ghazawi's car is actually banging on our booth door currently.
Mohamed Ghazawi?
He is mad. I mean, he is red hot. And I think I understand why, because he's, you know, P14 currently. He's out of this race now. I mean, this is going to be tough. He might slip out of the playoff rankings. But in any case, get the fuck out of here. Deal with him. My favorite for the race today?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'd love to see the underdog take it. I'd love to see the 22 car. I mean, underdog is a bit of a, I don't know if it's exactly fitting, but as someone who's in currently P28, needs the points.
Chungus,
would definitely shake up the standings here. That would be a great win to see.
He goes high behind the 95, or ahead of the 95, that is. This moment in time brought to you by underage interns. They look like they're above the age of 18, but they're not. Potato! Looks like he's going down into the pit road with a... I don't know what's going on with him. Smoke in the back! The 99! Quandale Dingle Jr. Oh, boy. No. Oh, no. No! Damage for the 74. We're going to have to see how bad the damage is for the 99. Oh, Jeremiah, he
Wow.
needed this.
It's turning out to be a bit of a nightmare of a race for Quandale Dingle Jr. or Quandale Dingle. Yes, him and his racing team. I mean, it's
Definitely
that's
damage.
tough to watch.
Damage to the 20 as well. Second four-wide caution of the day.
How many laps were we down? Did I get that? I said under 5.
I'm not sure. You see the 11 pull off into pit road. I don't know if that's what sparked it, but the 1 just hooks the 99 into the 74. Malicious intent? I'm not quite sure.
Possibly. Well, we know Wormsby like, and we know how he tends to act sometimes.
Here's the view from the 1. Little checkup as Poe peels off, and then he's just gonna scot-free for the 1.
Looks a bit blatant to me. I don't know, Ricky.
Here's the view from Dingle's 99.
A great view of itchy vagina. Oh,
Hard impact there. As his poor streak of... Not streak, I should say. Just how often this happens is just abysmal for the 99. And with this wreck, you might be looking at the hopes of playoffs for Quandale Dingle Jr. spin out of control here at Talladega.
You know, we talk about this every week.
Moments ago,
what's happening
17 of Atlas P. Body.
Whoa!
Engine failure
Holy
for the
shit.
17 as we are pacing around Talladega. Radio comms from the 17. It's blowing up.
I'm just hearing loud noises, and none of them are from AP Body, of course.
Wow. More complications for the 17. He's sitting 19th. That could hurt him a lot as he needs to maintain within the top 25 for playoffs. But you're probably wondering when pit road was open, who came down? The answer? Nobody.
Wow, not even Dick McCocklebutter, huh?
Nobody came down pit road as the restart will happen once more with 6 laps to go. Malcolm Buckaloo is in the lead for the restart. He will battle the 64 of Julius Pringle as we are going to be green from Talladega once more in the Heritage 350.
Well, we might see a little bit of desperation take hold in some of these drivers here now. This is 6 laps to go in one of these last races before playoffs. I have to imagine it's really just going to be a shootout. I mean, these guys are going to be pedal to the metal, looking to get past that checkered flag before everyone else.
The 64 takes the lead over the 5, a great restart for him. He is out of playoffs right now, sitting in the 22nd spot. Hopefully can win his way in here. The 22 has been out in front all day. The 84, who did not pit, is struggling a little bit here. There's the 5 taking the lead. The 48.
69 too. Chad Ripshit.
Oh, there he
all
is.
of a sudden back in this race.
We were wondering where he was.
His teammate following closely behind.
That could be a beneficial tandem for him as he tries to go back-to-back at Talladega.
He's got the push, and he's got the inside.
This
Dick McCocklebutter joining that line.
could be huge.
This could be huge, ladies and gentlemen.
Soupy Trousers will go high. Will that push continue? No, the 2 is going to leave his teammate in the dust as the 48 throws a block on the 69. Into turn 3, the 48 will continue to lead it. Here's the 2 of Vinnie Jim Pertins challenging now. The 78 behind him. Dick McCocklebutter is up behind the 69. That's strange. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Well, it's looking like the desperation really is setting in. There's lots of changing going up and down the track here. I mean, we've had lead changes already like 3 times in just that one lap. That was incredible. All of a sudden, Vinnie Jim Pertins now up in the front. The 95 of Julius
Would
Boozler
you look
here
at that?
too.
It's Greasy Jim Cock-Toastin challenging. Who
A name
would've
we
thought?
haven't spoken in a while.
Greasy Jim Cock-Toastin will make an effort for the lead here. He's gonna get a good few spots. Top 5 for Greasy Jim.
Well, there's
Top 3 for Greasy Jim.
all of a sudden making his name in this one race that, well,
he's gonna get dumped by the 64 here. Unless he can get a push from the 5.
currently in P29, by the way, for those of you who are wondering.
We are coming into the end of this one. The 22 is back in the mix. He is on the inside with Richard McCocklebutter. The 64 has maintained the front of the pack for a good portion of this second half. And here is Julius the Booze Boozler. Heading into turn 3, and oh my gosh, here comes the 64! The door gets closed, but he's going to reopen. The 64 now, challenging for the lead over the 95. Here's the 22! With a push from the 69 in deep. 3 wide for the lead.
Ricky, this is making me start to sweat. I don't know what's going to happen at
My
the end of this
butthole
race.
has been quivering since lap 16. The 22 in the lead. 2 laps to go at Talladega. Here's the 00 challenging now. Will he get the suck from the 22? The 78 is there as well. Here comes Dick McCocklebutter in the 84, who hasn't gotten a win.
You know what they say, Ricky. You know what they say.
What do they say?
Just slipping in. Here comes the 84, back at it again.
White flag in the air this time by the 84 challenging, who has not won since Daytona in the inaugural 4-wide race in season 1 rather. White flag in the air one more time around. Big Chungus in the lead. Here comes Dick. We'll slide behind the 00 into 1 and 2. Soupy Trousers
Ricky, place your bets.
off.
Place your bets.
Will it be Toyota, or will Chevy or Ford steal it? Dick to the inside. He will get to the back of the 00. The 75 is charging. Here comes the Ford of Andy Tate into 3 and 4. Does he have enough?
McCocklebutter dumped here a little bit. All of a sudden, he doesn't have anybody helping him. Gets the draft behind the 75.
Will it be done by the 75? Here comes the 72. Closes the door. Into the tri-oval. Big Chungus will win at Talladega.
Silence.
Toyota
Incredible.
has just gotten their first win thanks to the 22. The 75 looks like they're exchanging words right now. The 75 with a great push at the end, but it was not enough. The pole winner will win for the first time, I think, in 4-wide history. 1-2-1. Big Chungus will get it done.
I believe Bumperdick won last race as stage winner as well.
The pole sitter. Was he the pole sitter?
Oh.
That's what I meant. I don't know if I said stage.
Yeah, this is the first time pole winner actually wins the race.
Big Chungus in the 22 will burn it down at Dega after an incredible performance for Team African Swamp Donkeys. They are now knocking on the door of playoffs with 3 more to go. Wow. What do you think, Jeremiah?
Wow. I mean, just incredible for the team. It's got to be great for this guy's morale. I mean, you see him. He hasn't stopped spinning those fucking wheels. He's going for another one. He is happy. And he's got to be. Good for him.
Great driving done by the 22. As we will see you next week at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, 4-wide network. For Ricky Who's-A-Whatsits and Jeremiah Muff, thank you for joining us, folks, and we will see you in the next one. Good night.